Find out how we generated 15K in revenue in just 2 weeks without spending a cent on advertising. Michael Edelberg here. For those that don't know who I am, I'm on a mission to help plumbing business owners get off the tools by building their online presence and securing a continuous, reliable stream of new customers requesting their services. Now, before you run away, I'm going to tell you exactly how we managed to bring in this 15K in revenue in 2 weeks without spending anything on advertising. I'm going to sit you down and I'm going to run through exactly, well, hopefully you're already sitting down, but I'm going to run you through exactly what we did, how we did it, how you can do it and implement it for your business. And I'm even going to give you the exact script that we used to implement this strategy. So the question that's on your mind, how did we do it? This little thing that I love to call database reactivation. Well, really, I don't love to call it. It's known as database reactivation. So what is database reactivation? I know you're probably thinking, oh, that's a weird term. I don't have a database. I run a plumbing, heating, or air conditioning business. What are you talking about? And what I'm talking about here is your customer base. So that would be the database, and the reactivation is actually making contact with them. And when I say customer base, this can be a list of customers that you've got on your phone, just in case every time someone calls you, you save their number as your customer. You've got a list of names. Could be on your computer. Every time you send out an invoice in your invoicing software, you've got a list of all of your customers that you've sent an invoice to. Could even be someone who you've just sent a quote to and you haven't actually done any work for. They would also be in your database. Or it could be, if you've got a full-blown CRM system, which I hope most of you do, you've got a list of every customer, their name, their email, their phone number, their address. This is your database. And what I mean by reactivation is actually making contact with these people. And these are people that maybe you've served in the last year, maybe you've served in the last 2 years, maybe you haven't seen them for 3 years. Maybe you never even actually did any work for them and you just submitted a quote. So these are the people that we're going to be reactivating in a sense. And this is the database reactivation technique that I'm going to be sharing with you. Now, I absolutely love this technique. We run through it with almost all of our customers and it brings in a boatload of cash straight away. So you're going to love this. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking because I usually have to run through this with each of our customers and a lot of them say at the start, I'm not doing that. I don't want to do this. And you're probably thinking, nah, this is spammy. I run a plumbing, heating, or air conditioning business. And if someone actually needs me, they'll call me, right? Or they'll go on my website and they'll submit a quote, or they'll send me an email. There's no way that I'm going to reach out to my customers and start sending them unsolicited messages that are spammy and it's going to scare them away and they're going to think I'm just spamming them hungry for work. And I can tell you that every single one of our customers has this exact same thought. They tell me, they tell our team, and it's fun, it's natural. But what I'm going to tell you today is hopefully going to shift your perspective and allow you to see it from a different perspective and allow you to see exactly what we do and the amazing results that we bring in. So here we go. So the first thing I'm going to touch on is why what we do is not spammy, it's not annoying, and it generally results in positive responses. So firstly, this is where every single business that we've worked with, when they've done something similar previously, they all fall short. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the exact technique that makes sure that your business does not come across as spammy, because no one wants to be coming across as spammy. And if you do, you could actually end up driving your customers away rather than bringing them in. So the first thing that every business that I've ever seen actually go out with a database reactivation campaign gets wrong is they make it look like a promotion, okay? And they make it look like spam. Think about this for a second. If you're getting an email and it comes into your inbox and it says, great offer from your business name. If that's a business that you're not actively looking for a plumbing, heating, or air conditioning solution, let's just say that it's Joe's Plumbing. And you get an email and it says, Joe's Plumbing, winter special, save this. The first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna delete that email, or you're gonna say spam, okay? Let's be real. When an email comes into your inbox, it either falls into two categories. It's either a personal email, which you'll read, or it's spam. Now the next thing is that email is going to have a big header that says Joe's Plumbing. Now it's going to have graphics and all this stuff that makes it look all pretty that every marketing agency and every business thinks that they need when they go out with products. They think they need the flashiest things in the world. And I can tell you that that's a one-way ticket straight into the spam or straight into the delete folder. And that's what we try and stay away from. And it's the exact same thing with text messages. You don't want to be going out with offers and saying, Joe's Plumbing here, we're doing this, give us a call. It's what most people do. And that's what you're probably thinking when you hear database reactivation. And I can tell you, if you're thinking that, that is the the exact opposite of what we want to do, and that is spammy. That is how you drive customers away. So what I'm going to tell you is how we actually do it to avoid that, and this is absolutely genius. You're going to love it, and hopefully you start implementing it in your business. So before we jump in, I'm just going to go through a few quick steps on what you need to do in order to start implementing your database reactivation. So firstly, I know it might sound a little bit crazy, but you need a database. The amount of businesses that we've brought on and we go, where's your list of clients? And they go, oh, on my phone. And you go, okay, can you get me them? And they go, oh yeah, I changed phones a year ago, so I've only got 50. You've been in business for 10 years and you've only got 50 contacts. Yeah, that is a huge issue, okay? If you're keeping your list of contacts on your phone, start putting them on the computer, start putting them in a CRM. This is going to drive so much revenue into your business later down the line, and it's going to be an absolute gold mine when you do get 10 years into your business and you've got 1,000, 10,000 contacts that you've actually submitted quotes for or done work for, okay? So you need a database. The second one is pretty obvious, purchase a software. Now this isn't a must, but I highly recommend it. We've seen our clients have a lot more success when they have a software to manage this database reactivation versus trying to do it themselves, but it's not a must. I've mentioned this in my previous videos. Get a CRM. All right, it's going to save your business lots of time and effort in the long term, and it's going to bring in a lot of revenue for you. So now we've got a database, we've got some software, now we need to come up with an offer. Now, when I say come up with an offer, you don't want to just be going out to your contacts and saying, hey, it's Joe's Plumbing, looking for some work, we've got some availability. No, you want an offer, you want a compelling offer, you want something that's got urgency, you want maybe something seasonal, you want a discount, you want something that seems personal, okay? Something that we've seen huge success with in the UK and US is servicing. So we say, you know, it might be a discount service or discount or a voucher for a service or, you know, something along those lines. And it just, you know, it makes it so that it might be a monthly thing. So it's building a compelling offer. I'm not going to go through how to build an offer. Everyone should know how to build an offer for their business. But essentially we would say discount boiler service, discount air conditioning service, discount precision tune-up, something along those lines for April only. The next one, pretty straightforward. Just make sure that everything you're doing is compliant with data regulations in your area. And then what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the messaging. The last step is get your messaging on point. I'd mentioned this a little bit earlier about the spammy context. You want your messaging to be extremely personal. You want it to be going out by an individual, not being sent out by the business. And we're going to run through our script and how you can actually do that for your business. So just before we jump into the script and how you can actually do this for your business, I just want to run through some results that we've got for our clients because I think this is going to wow you. Great, so what I'm going to do now is just go through some results that we've actually gotten for our clients. Now, I'm not going to go through a whole list. I've got a piece of paper here, you know, my memory's not that great. So we started off with this business. We had a database of 800. Okay, now what I'm trying to do here is just solidify the fact that this works, right? This works, we do it for all of our clients. And I just want to give you some results that you can sort of aim for this when you do it yourself, some KPIs per se. So for this business, we had a database of 800. Okay, the business has been running for 5 years. From that 800 we contacted, we got 120 positive responses. Now, a positive response is generally when someone says, yes, I'll book the service, or they say, thank you, but I don't need it, right? As long as they're not saying, you know, piss off, you're annoying me, don't ever contact me again. You know, if they respond, if it's a referral and they go, oh, actually, I don't need it, but my friend needs it, that's a positive response. We got 15%. That's huge. Okay, if you're going out and doing, just to put it in perspective, if you're going out and doing direct mail or you're dropping flyers off, you're going to get, you know, around 1 to 2% responses. We got 15% responses. Out of the total 800 that we contacted, we got 40 booked jobs in the first 2 weeks. Okay, and that was a total revenue of 15K for the business. Now, I've just pulled this one business out. I'm not going to go through a whole list of case studies. I just wanted to share these results with you and just let you sit with it for a second. 15K out of an 800 person database in the first 2 weeks. And that doesn't include all of these people that get messaging, might get a text message, might get an email, and they sit on it for a month and then they come to you. Or, you know, this is literally over 2 weeks, and we do this for all of our businesses. So this is sort of what you need to be aiming for. Great, so now we've been through the results. I'm literally going to give you the exact script that we used to get these results for this business. And now this wasn't just a one-off. I know I've said this. We do this for all of our businesses. And I've got the script here. I know I probably should be able to memorize it, but take your pen and paper out. And this is essentially what the script said. So for this script, I'm just going to say that, let's say that the business is Joe's Plumbing. We've been running with Joe's Plumbing. We're sending it to John, and John's the customer, and my name's Michael. I'm the business owner. So what we said in the script is, Hello John, so hello customer. Looks like we haven't scheduled you in yet to claim your discount boiler service and precision tune-up. I do these for $85 instead of $115 for old clients and friends. I'm still happy to do one for you. When would be a good time to schedule? Best, Michael. Boom, that's it. So simple. We didn't even say the name of the business, right? It's just a simple personalized text message that looks like this came from someone who you know and trust. Okay? No advanced marketing, just as simple as it gets. Okay? And now I want to let you know that we obviously do get a lot of pushback on these from business owners, and they say, "Oh, I'm not comfortable going out with that sort of marketing to other clients, to my clients. I want it done my way." So for another business, I've got another script that we tried because they actually pushed back and they said, "No, I want you to do it my way." Okay? And we got, instead of getting out of the 800, instead of getting 120 positive responses, we got about 12. Okay, and this is just a slight tweak to our script that they used, and the results were, infinitely worse. Okay, and we wasted all of those contacts. So they said, similar starts, "Hello Joe, looks like we haven't scheduled you in to claim your discount boiler service and precision tune-up." Then they said, "Don't get caught out with your boiler's warranty terms and conditions and get your boiler service booked in." Then they said the same thing, "I do these for $85 instead of $115 for old clients and friends." And then they added, "Or contact me for our boiler care plan. When would be a good time to schedule? Best, Michael," right? They literally added 2 sentences. The business owner insisted that we added 2 sentences, and he got, I don't even know, the results went from, we got 15% positive responses, and he got like 1 or 2%. That is, just let that sink in. That is just a slight tweak to the wording. Now, the way that we do this when we send these out to people is our system is we go out with a text message first, because text messages always convert better. So we go out with a text message on day 1, and then we go out with an email 7 days after. So if they respond to the text message, they don't get the email. If they don't respond to the text message, they get the email. It's all automated. We automate it for our customers, and it is as simple as that. Now, I know that I've been talking about database reactivation and actually bringing in more revenue for the business. We got that 15K in 2 weeks. This wasn't abnormal. We do it for a lot of businesses, but some businesses already have a process like this in place. They already go out with seasonal promotions. And I just want to let you know that that's not the only way that you can do database reactivation. Now, another way that we do database reactivation for some of our clients is actually review requests. This might be a business that's struggling with their online presence. Maybe they don't have some very good SEO on their Google My Business, and maybe they've only got 10 or 20 or 30 reviews, and really they should have a few thousand. So what we do is we actually go out with a similar messaging, but instead of asking them to book in for a job, we actually get them to leave a review on their Google profile. Now, this can hugely benefit your online SEO and your Google presence. So this is just another way to go ahead with the database reactivation without actually booking jobs. Instead, going with a longer term vision and thinking, okay, I'm going to do this to try and grow my business and get my online presence boosted up. So I already mentioned this. Where most businesses go wrong, it's easily the fact that their messaging is it's marketing rather than a personal message, and we see it all the time. And it's just, you're throwing revenue down the drain. You're leaving a sour taste in your customer's mouth. And no one wants to get marketed to. No one wants to get sold to. The best marketing is when your customers don't actually know that they're being marketed to. Now, with all this comes a word of warning, because I know that a lot of you are going to take this information and run with it and start implementing it in your business. And that's the whole reason I'm here. I'm here to provide value. But I will say, okay, do this with a CRM. The worst thing that you can do is go out and send these messages out to all of your customers. If you automate it, if you're using a software like Text Now or MailChimp, and all of these emails are coming back to your inbox or to your phone, texts coming back to your phone or emails coming back to your inbox, and you don't have a way to manage them, you will leave a sour taste in your customer's mouth by them responding and you not replying for 2 weeks, or you not replying ever. You need a CRM for this. Highly recommend it. If you've got a database of over 100, I would definitely go out with a CRM, unless you're just going to manually send 1 message per day, which is, you're a business owner. You should be spending your time in better places than sending messages out manually. So yeah, I can't stress that enough. If you have missed calls, messages, emails coming to your phone and you're not getting responses, it is extremely unprofessional, and your customers will end up going elsewhere. So great, that's a wrap. Hopefully you understand database reactivation and you can start implementing those scripts in your business straight away. So that's it for this video. If this video helped you out in any way, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below to continue receiving more valuable content. So that's a wrap. Have an amazing day or night, and thank you so much for sticking around until the end. Cheers.